I am back again for another episode of Thrash Reviews. What's up, Thrashers? It's time for another episode of where I get to look at metal and hard rock albums of 2016 that have been released or coming out, and I am back at it again for a third one, since I'm just in the mood to try to get some of these finished before the weekend's over, so that way the list of the album of the year list will be out all next week. So I figured you're going to see a lot of album reviews coming here very, very soon, whether it be tonight, tomorrow, into Sunday, and then the big list will be released on Monday. But anyway, so this one I'm going to be talking about the newest release from Britain, British band Anaal Nathrakh, called the new album called The Law of, or The Whole of the Law. And this is the band's ninth studio album. The band started back in 1998. They're from pretty much the birthplace of heavy metal, Birmingham, England, home of Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, and eventually bands like Napalm Death came from Birmingham, Cathedral, and so many others. But anyways, it was Coventry for Cathedral. But anyways, that's around the point. Ha ha ha. So anyway, this is the band's ninth album, and they're a unique hybrid of extreme metal. They combine black metal, grindcore, death metal with industrial metal. Very unusual mix, but it somehow has given the band a lot of notoriety. However, spoiler alert on this album, they dive into symphonic metal territory within parts of the songs. It's almost like as if this album's a mix of early Emperor with Napalm Death and, for instance, say, a band like Pitch Shifter or something like that. So anyways, after a quick 1 minute 11-second opener intro, The Nameless Dread, it gets into an apocalyptic onslaught with the song Depravity Favors the Bold. 3 minutes, unbelievably fast blast beats, really brutal black metal vocals, and on occasion the death metal or grindcore vocals, and those industrial electronic programming sounds you would hear in industrial metal bands is there on occasion as well. So what a way to start the album is all I really gotta say. And then we get into another brutal one a couple tracks later called We Will Fucking Kill You. Yeah, that's literally the song title. Nearly 4 minutes. One of the most brutal songs I've heard this whole year. I put the song up here with songs from Aborted's album or any other, or Rotten Sound even. Yeah, pretty much the song talking about one vengeance and killing people who betrayed you in some way, shape, or form in this very dark way. And of course, those symphonic elements start to kick in a big way during parts of the song, as well as some clean vocals. So the band kind of trying to incorporate some melody into their brutality, which is something unique for Anaal Nathrakh. So there you have it. We keep going into the song On Being a Slave, one of the longer songs of the album at 5.5 minutes. Pretty much taking everything they did from the previous 8 tracks, mash them up into a melting pot, and then try to incorporate more of the clean vocals. I think this was the song that had the most in the way of clean vocals to my ear, so that's a plus. And then to the closing track of Horror and the Black Shawls, the longest song of the album at 5 minutes 41 seconds, and just wow. I mean, tongue twisting. What can't be said about this album that hasn't been said already? It was like an apocalyptic onslaught that just takes you on a journey into brutality. But at times you get a little bit of safety, and I use that term loosely because it's just rare there where you hear clean vocals, the symphonic stuff meshed together, as well as some melody within the guitars. After all, this band is a brutal band, so overall, top to bottom, solid album, despite a couple of subpar tracks that weren't necessarily the best. But hey, what can you do? I would give this an 86 out of 100. Pretty solid effort. But until next time, peace.